H-Y-N-A-B-L-A-double-K. Yeah, y'all remember two-step killer, 4 for 11, but I swear I'm much bigger. Hold on, cause the bitch here. You know what I'm saying? We up in here. It's your girl China Black. They like to call me CB, man. First of all, the indies is back, okay? The individuals is back. Anybody that know how we play up in Philly when it start getting cold, okay, we put the individuals back, okay? I'm on deck. If you have not already, subscribe, like, comment, all that good shit. If you effing with a queen, everybody that's coming in, let me know if the sound is good. If I'm too loud, child, we gonna have to close the goddamn window. God damn it. It seems like every time we go live, somebody is doing something outside. Again, if you have not already, subscribed to the channel, like, share, all that good stuff so we can get the notifications out. If you are new to the channel, I am always the host. It's your girl China Black. They like to call me CB, man. Again, as y'all come in, let me know if the sound is good. Last time we did a show and I was on here with my little outfit on and all of that, and y'all couldn't even see me. It was all blurry. So if as y'all come in, if it's blurry, let me know. We will restart the camera, things like that, okay? Chai Dog. What up, sis? Digging the braids. Okay, what up, all? Okay, listen, let me tell you something. Shout out to my cousins, because all my cousins be fly. Samira, Sita, okay, Robin, Ra, my sister Tanisha, T and Michelle. Because listen, I try to tell my son, you know you can braid when you give yourself a fucking headache. Child, I try to put the monitor on. Let me tell you something. I did the crinkle and all of that. And all of them is done. Let me tell y'all the trick that we do. We used to just braid just the top and then leave the back with some cornrows, okay, some straight backs. But I did my whole head, child. I did good, okay? It took me a bunch of hours. But again, I've been doing this for 20 years. I had to tell my son, he said, you good, Mom? How you doing as far as your hair? Oh, I'm good. The problem is I'm giving myself a headache. God damn it. So as we start our show, we always like to go through the announcement. Spark the tweet. That's the disclaimer. Never smoke Reggie. Okay, if you see that nigga, beat his ass. Okay. Now I wanted to come on a little bit late. I was trying to wait for Tasha K. For those who don't know who that is, she's one of the top bloggers on YouTube on the in these YouTube streets as far as black bloggers. But she ain't go live yet. So we're not going to wait no longer. We had to come up on here again, share this so we can get the notifications out. Hopefully I don't look too much like a ghost child. Hopefully we looking good. Okay, so Tasha K interviewed Jaguar Wright, and she's supposed to be releasing the interview. So I don't know what's going on. It says they're having some tech problems. I actually got to go back and look at what's going on as far as Jaguar, because a lot of times she'll go live on her Instagram. And I really wanted to see them together because they're both dominant women. I love Tasha K. It's, a lot of things that I disagree with, but she has motivated a lot of us. And Jaguar Wright, that's my fake aunt. She don't know, but in my brain, she my aunt. Okay, I know a lot of people who also know her as well. So in my head, okay, that's my aunt. So according to Tasha K, it's not going to be about mainly celebrities. Tasha K said that they did get into it. Okay, she did cuss Tasha K the fuck out, but Tasha K wanted to know more about her, like being as though she been talking about everybody else's business. Tasha K is like, well, tell your business, Jag. Okay, child, let me fix the booster seat. I'm telling y'all, if I take these pillows away, y'all, I'm going to disappear. Okay, so that's what's going on. Whenever they release that, we'll I guess recap that. Another thing that's going on in these streets, there's a man that was arrested for getting busy with some chickens, and I figure we should talk about that. Shout out to Kyle and Neighborhood Talk for reporting this. Child, I want to say it was some white people shit, but today it ain't, okay? The Browns is our cousin, whatever. Going vegan is the title that they put, I guess, as far as like the headline. Man is jailed for making his wife. He made his wife film it, okay? Having sex with 29 chickens. Damn, at this point, you should have just let him get the 30. You should have just let him get the 30. Your wife? Oh man. Now, I don't know. We're going to read this here. Now, for the new people, I'm very smart, okay? I'm very, very, very smart, okay? Shout out to a bitch getting her bachelor's, okay? 3.5 right now. I'm very smart, but English ain't shit, okay? All these silent letters and all of these vowels and short and long and all of that. Some of that stuff is confusing. Sometimes you can't just sound the fucking words out. You feel me? So, I be saying words wrong, but y'all can help me, okay? So, we're going to read into this. Let me move this out the way. Let me move this. Okay, now it says here, let's get down to the nitty gritty. A man has been jailed for 3 years for having sex with 29 chickens. Rehan, whatever, 37 from Bradford, West Yorks, was filmed rotating the birds in sick home videos. I bet. What's even more disturbing is that he got his wife to film him having sex with the 29 chickens, and the court ruled that he can still keep hens. Oh, so y'all saying that he can keep the babies? Child, as pets due to a legal technicality. Unfortunately, the peen was too much for the chickens and they died. Other footage recovered by the police showed Badge, whatever, sexually abusing a dog. So he fucking chickens and dogs. You know what? The fact that this animal rapist is able to keep pets after serving his sentence is baffling. Shout out to the neighborhood talk, okay? I like how y'all put the peen up in there and all of that good stuff, right? Oh, shit, I took the wrong thing down. So, again, I don't know what's more disturbing, the fact that his wife is filming it or the fact that he was just rotating chickens. Now, I don't know if this is something that he has an addiction. And y'all just gonna let him keep the... That's what's going on in the news, child. I'm just letting y'all know what's going on. So, yeah, hopefully his ass can stay in there and think about what the fuck he did. Some chickens and a dog? Yeah, you got a problem. Y'all think he got a problem? I think he got a problem. So moving on, child. Another thing that's going on in the news, y'all president, whoever voted for his ass, is out here talking about... He is the least racist person in the room right now. And he might have been right when you think about it, depending on the room. You know what I'm saying? He out here talking about he's immune to the Rona. And he don't know how long he's immune for. He don't know if it's going to be months or years. Bitch, that's what's going on. Now, y'all can put in the comments if y'all saw the debate. I honestly didn't watch this debate. I tried to watch some of it. I saw that they had a mute button like they fucking kids. But the last one that they had, yeah, it was like some kids arguing back and forth. It was like my sons and shit like that. So they needed the mute button. It's a damn shame that they need a mute button for these old ass men. But okay. All right. So again, I did not watch it. If y'all want to, let me know what happened, that's fine. Let me know. But I didn't feel, up to talking about politics because I'm always saying some fucked up shit. So we just going to leave it alone and say vote. Okay. Oh God, another Jaguar rant. She been going crazy with spilling beans. Yeah, I agree with you. I support her, honestly, because she's getting a lot of information out there. I see a lot of celebrities out here frauding in these streets. And speaking of celebrities that's frauding in these streets, let's talk about Naomi Campbell. Okay, her ass out here got exposed. She want to be crying on Instagram. Spark the tweet, sip the drink, okay? Got my bitch Kettle One in the building. You feel me? So let's talk about Naomi Campbell's dumb ass, right? I never really cared for her. Between her and Tyra Banks. That's another topic for another day. So Naomi Campbell takes it upon herself to go on Instagram and talk about, I believe she was talking about the whole situation with ending SARS and stuff like that. But don't quote me because I didn't really get a lot of information. But I wanted to talk about this model basically giving us all the goddamn wine, tea, Capri Sun, you know what I'm saying? Juicy Juice, Sunny D. So a model calls Naomi Campbell out for her insensitive NSARS post, okay? Naomi then gets on Instagram Live and ended up shedding some tears. Now, if you ask me, because I did see the rant, right? And we're going to get into it or whatever, and we're going to talk about what the post that she put up as far as her outfit and everything, and why the model snapped on her. Now, I saw the video. She was crying big tears. She was. Now, when you rewatch it, is it just me because I'm more behind the scenes now because of me getting my degree? So it's a lot of things that I notice as far as fucked up graphics. You know what I'm saying? Cinematography that you be like, bitch, I could have edited that. What is you doing? I'm telling you, we was watching a Dragon Ball Super. Now that's different because they got that shit in '05. Anyway. So I noticed that Naomi Campbell, let me know if I'm too loud too. I noticed that Naomi Campbell, it looks like she was reading. It didn't look like she was reading to y'all. I don't know. So let me put up the picture here for y'all. And this is the post, and the lady no, this is her or whatever. Okay, now this name up top that you can see is somebody's story, the model's story. So she reposted it and put, "This bitch is trash." Okay, and it says, "I pray for." This is Naomi Campbell's post. A picture of her. First of all, you look dumb as shit. She like a roll-on deodorant, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. I pray for a silver lining. Yeah, so we don't really need to read more because the point is the girl was mad. I don't know if this is the first post, but I'm going to show you both of them, okay? Now this says, I'm so fucking tired of people playing this stupid clout game. We all know it. We all chose to laugh and show a blind eye, but enough is enough. We want change. If you don't have fucking shit to say, shut the fuck up. No one cares about your fucking beauty. There's a fucking pandemic. People haven't made money. You suck in your stupid dress. Go read a book. Ooh, yes, she did. This is spicy, ain't it? It's bad enough you charge $1 million to show up at a Rise fashion week and flip your amazing weave. Damn, I'm so fucking angry. I'm literally so fucking livid. These are people's effing lives because I'm trying not. Damn, this is a lot of F-bombs. My effing father's front yard is on effing fire. My friends are being shot at, but guess what? You're our silver lining. Thank you, madam. You're doing well. Ooh, now that was spicy. She came for Naomi, didn't she? She came for Naomi. Child, that's what you get. Now, I'm going to remove some of this because this shit can start getting a little delayed because we're on multiple platforms. If you're not following me on Instagram, Facebook, please do. CHYNABLAKK. As long as you spell my name right, you'll find a bitch. You feel me? Child. Now, did you see that, though? The real kicker is the $1 million. If you're going to try to help people out... I'm gonna need you to bring it down to the thousands, Naomi. Who want to see a roll-on deodorant for $1 million? A millionaire. I'm a young money millionaire, tougher than Nigerian. That was the shit, wasn't it? Naomi, let me tell you something. You look like a bottle of fucking cheap ass elementary school glitter. Why would we? $1 million? I'm in the wrong field. Now, I'm probably too short for that shit as far as being a model. But anything is possible these days. Shit, it's models on Instagram all day. These bitches is shaking ass talking about they influencers. Influencing what? Twerking? Child, my knees is bad. Okay? 2 minutes and I'm done. Can't figure that shit out. So yeah. I think the bitch was reading something. I think the bitch is dumb as hell, looking like a roll-on deodorant. Get your ass out of here for $1 million. I know you fucking lying. No, she didn't. Yes, she did, sis. Yes, she did. Shout out to you. Came at her neck full speed. Yeah, fuck out of here. That bullshit. $1 million. I'm in the wrong field right now. So moving on, because I want to get into this last topic or whatever, but we doing good. We doing real good. So let's get into this next topic. Matter of fact, while you up in here, sis, I don't even got no tweet, but while we up in here, right, let's play to some music by the artists, okay? Because we stay grinding, independent. $1 million? Man, fuck rap, sis. Fuck rap. They got virtual goddamn fashion shows now. You charging $1 million for you to come as a goddamn roll-on deodorant? Oh, hell no. So anyway, before we get into this next topic or whatever, because I'm about to go get some ice, let's play some music from mine. Where did it go? Where did it go? Did I delete it? All right, we just gonna have to do this for a moment. Be right back. Be right back.
Bucks, nigga, Shrek ain't gonna be stealing my shit. I'm gonna tell my shit. It's a bar reach.
Grind for that shit, grind, go and get it. I grind for my shit, I gotta grind to get it. Grind for that shit, grind, go and get it. If it's about some paper, then you know I'm with it. Grind for that shit, grind, go and get it. I grind for my shit, I gotta grind to get it. Grind for that shit, grind, go and get it. If it's about some paper, then you know I'm with it.
Yeah, man. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Spark the tweet, man. $1 million? Come on, man. All right, man. So let's get into this next topic. Shout out to the fam. Make sure y'all following YBU Mine on all her platforms. Make sure y'all checking out the YouTube channel and all the other music too. Wasted Talent is out on all platforms. So let's get into these Braxton, y'all, because it be your own people, don't it? It be your own people. So I know this is like a few days old and whatnot, right? But we gotta talk about it because it's point. It's a point to this shit, child. That's what I get for fucking with that Kettle One. So oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all that Dej Loaf album is out. Dej Loaf album is out. It's called Sell Soul 2. I ain't listened to the first one, child. So Tamar Braxton, remember she tried to kill herself allegedly, right? And her family is out here doing goddamn Braxton no values at this point, okay? Tamar Braxton claims her family's reactions to her suicide attempt were all restaged for TV, child. Yes, and that's pretty much what's going on. The family is out here acting like they give a shit, okay? Tawana and all of them. Look at these pictures, child. They got a new show, the new season coming out. Tony look fat in the face. And you know she got little issues or whatever as far as her health. But she look good right there. She don't look that bad. But look at this, y'all. Tamar Braxton's family reacts to the news of her suicide attempt and trailer for Braxton Family Values. Child, I meant to put no family values. Y'all ain't got no family values if y'all bitches think it's okay to sit there and talk about her suicide attempt. And let me tell you why I wanted to talk about this. Because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. My family don't be fucking with me. And to me, family don't have to be blood. Okay, people be talking about blood is sticking in water, but bitch, don't you need water to survive? I'll be the fuck damned. I don't even know if that's a saying, but it's gonna work for right now. Who the fuck? Let me tell you something. She unfollowed all of these hoes, all of them. Tawana, Evelyn, the mama, Trina. Let me tell you something. It be your own motherfucking people, your own people. Cain killed Abel's ass. Eve went out fucking other niggas. Think about it. Think about it. Now, I don't know. I don't be reading the Bible as much, okay? But from the gun bust, God created Earth. Okay, but what about Venus, Mars, and everybody else? All the other planets that we know about. And then you want to tell me about Adam and Eve and then this whole garden. And you mean to tell me she run off and then get convinced by a goddamn serpent, by a snake? No, that was just another nigga. Either that was another nigga or they got tired of eating this from the same fucking fruit. That bitch said, let me tell you something. I'm tired of apples and all of that. Apples come off the tree. Yeah. I'm tired of apples and all of that. Bitch, where's the bananas? Where is the bananas at? I don't know. Either Eve cheated. Okay, she wanted a black man, something. It's something beyond that, just those fucking parts, okay? But it be your own people because y'all had the audacity. Now, this is what she said on her Twitter. Okay, somebody said, wait, WeTV was recording Braxton Family Values when Tamar was going through it, and they still using it for ratings after she voiced her issues with them. This is crazy because I just saw it and wow. So Tamar responded, okay, and she says, no, pumpkin, they wasn't. It's all restaged for TV, and that's my fucking issue. Remember, WeTV said we parted ways in August. I am no longer employed by them, and they are still, in caps, okay, using me and my hurt to make a coin. Which show talks about old cast members? Child, they did the same goddamn thing when we talking about fake ass real TV. The real. I'm talking about real TV. Child, that kettle one, boy. I'm glad I ain't roll up. I'd have been fucking up. God damn it. So anything else on here that I need to show y'all? Yeah, that was pretty much as far as Tamar's situation. But again, it be your own people. And let me tell y'all something. When I blow up Chue, because at the end of the day, bitch, smart TVs got YouTube. So I'm all on your TV screen. Okay, welcome to Chinatown. Hashtag WTCT, bitch. Okay, CB, man. So, as a bitch is, blow up Chue-ing, I'm telling y'all now, my family gonna have a lot of stuff to say. They gonna have a lot of stuff to say. They gonna tell y'all how, I ain't shit. I ain't helped them out. I ain't helped you motherfuckers out when I was broke. Why should I help you out if I'm rich? It be your own people. I'm just saying. Again, why did y'all need to? And then the mom, let me show you the mom, her nut ass, Evelyn or whatnot. Go worry about your ex-husband and all of that. Damn, did I delete it? Did I not put Evelyn up there? It don't matter. Fuck them bitches. They ain't shit. It be your own people. Don't let these people bitches tell you we family, we blood, no matter what. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. It's a bunch of white people with our bloodline and they don't give a fuck about us. Do that. They still call us niggers. Tamar snapping. Yeah, as she should. As she should. Jen said, what up, sis? What up, Jen? That's my girl right there. Capricorn. She be on her shit. She be on her shit. You hear me? Grind all day. Yeah, so Tamar unfollow all the motherfuckers as she should. As she should. I don't see no issue with it. It be your own people. The closest one to you be the ones that hurt you the most. Let me tell you something. My family did everything in their power to try to tear me down this last year. And I cussed them bitches out. Told them they don't want the smoke. Okay? Because they don't. And now, look at them. Miserable as shit. Don't let them people try to tell you just because we family, we got to take your shit. No. So let's get into this last topic. And I wanted to talk about this because this is a really deep conversation. And I wanted to talk about this late because I know this is kind of, it's Friday. So the kids probably up like my son and shit. So side note, my son is in, he know how to play the keyboard to a certain extent, and now I put him in 4th grade band. And he wear glasses. Child, I'm like, all right, nigga, now you can get into some sports. Cause the bitch is gonna love you in the band, but you gotta know how to fight, brother. You light skinned with glasses in the band? Oh hell no. He know how to fight, but he better learn more. Okay? So let me delete some of this. Let's get into this last topic. Now I want to talk about this because I saw this on Storm Monroe's show. If y'all aren't following him and you want to listen to other bloggers and stuff like that, I think it's all about who you like to listen to. He entertains me. So I saw this on his page. He was talking about it, right? And it's this couple. Their names are, here's their pages right here. DeVelle. And there's a girl named, this is their podcast, Kadeen and DeVelle, okay? Did ask the podcast with Kadeen and DeVelle. Now, This is his page, I believe, and then this is her page if y'all want to follow them, okay? Now, they have this podcast, right? This is her. She's very pretty girl. I believe she was on other things. I can't remember what she was on before. I believe he is a NFL player. Y'all can read their Instagram profile and everything like that. Now, this is a conversation. Her name is Tanisha Thomas. Shout out to the Tanishas, okay? My sister named Tanisha and all of that good stuff. I should have been Tanisha because I'm ratchet as hell. My real name, Teresa. Child, please. They be like, Teresa? No, we just gonna call you China, bitch. So bam, right? Share this on Shade. Let me go share this on Shade Room and everything. Is the video pretty good? Is the video still good? Share this on the Shade Room and stuff like that. Get the word out. Everybody share this so the notifications can come out because I want a lot of people to talk about this topic with me, right? And damn, yo. All right, so the conversation was about monogamy, right? And the guy was saying how he feels as though women are forcing men into monogamous relationships, okay? Now, they have been married for a while, and the husband was basically saying that the wife was basically pressuring him, okay? Tanisha was pressuring him into moving in early, saying like basically how she wanted her life planned out. She wanted to be married at a certain time. And as women, I feel like I want to know y'all opinion on the situation. I want to know how y'all feel about it because at the end of the day, to a certain extent, I felt like he was right to a certain extent. Okay. And there's a lot of people who don't agree with how I feel about my relationship as far as me having a pretty much open relationship, not an open relationship to where as though we're swingers or anything like that. But because of me, my sexuality, me liking women and men, that's always been something that has been a part of me. It took me a while to be comfortable with that. You know, growing up, that wasn't okay. You know what I'm saying? Like now the LGBTQ is more acceptable for us and things like that. But having my husband accept who I am and being able to share those experiences with him, it's not the norm in other relationships for the most part, right? So I've lost a lot of friends and just the way that I think. So I want to get your opinion on it because he mentioned the fact that if women feel that having sex and satisfying your man is a chore and something that you don't want to do all the time, why not be open to, I guess, sharing your partner or being open to a more of a monogamous relationship, if that makes any sense. Now, do y'all feel as though, because this was my thought back in the day, right? We were able to, maybe I should turn on Instagram. And of course, Tasha K will be dropping her stuff right now, right? And I'm going to go to that after the fact. So it'll be cool. So I feel as though back in the day, right? Back in the day, it was a little bit different as far as, you know, even down to beating your wife and stuff like that. But our position as women were to satisfy our men for the most part. That was our job. So do y'all think that, hold on. Do y'all think that because we have taken more of the more independent role and things like that, having jobs, taking care of the children, because back in the day, that's what our job was. It was more of us just, I'm going to Instagram right now. Back in the day, our lives as women was taking care of our man, taking care of the kids and things like that. So do y'all think that because we put so much more on ourselves as women, as far as wanting to go to work, wanting to go to school, wanting, you know, equal rights and stuff like that, do y'all think that we don't really understand like why our sex drive might change and things like that? Because again, as women, that's what our job was. As far as taking care of children, that's one big job in itself. So you're talking about taking care of the children, right? Cooking, cleaning, all that stuff. That's a job in itself. But now, once the men are taken out of our households and things like that, now we have to play more of a position of working and going to school and things like that. So for me, I'm going to give y'all my experience. Because I I cherish my husband because of how he has accepted me for who I am and you know, my sexuality and things like that. I'm open to sharing him or bringing another woman into our relationship or into our bedroom. I have lost friends for thinking like this, and I understand why, because for some reason when you say that, like, oh yeah, I'm cool with my dude, you know, having sex with another woman, or you know sharing him and things like that, people just assume that, oh, it's just an insecurity thing, or it's just oh, you just allow him to cheat and he's going to take advantage of it. For me, I'm just trying to make sure my man is happy, if that makes any sense. Again, I understand it's a comfortability thing, it's a security thing. You have to be secure with yourself in the bedroom for you to even think about allowing somebody else to come into your bedroom, right? But again, if we are going to say, oh, I want him to be monogamous and things like that. Kaya, get off my Instagram right now. You don't want to be listening to this topic. That's why you can't be following your nieces. Get off my shit. Where Ian at? I seen you with Ian. Get off my shit, Kaya. I know about your boyfriend. I'm gonna be there Sunday. Anyway. So again, I love the conversation because at first she was getting defensive, in my opinion. Okay, Tanisha was getting defensive, but after a while, when she started expressing the fact that when she first thought about marriage and things like that, or just being a mother, she didn't know that all of that would take a toll on her sex drive. So to me, I felt like it was a great conversation to have, because within relationships, because a lot of us do not have both parents in the household and things like that, we don't know how to be partners. So yeah, we might say, oh, I want to get married and things like that and have a bunch of kids. As men, y'all don't understand what children do to our bodies as women. Do you understand what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand that. We don't even understand after, sometimes we have our children and our bodies change and we become less, secure with ourselves and things like that. We don't like ourselves. We don't even like the bitch that we see in the mirror. Okay. We don't. So I think that the conversation in itself was just showing more of the need to have these real conversations. Because again, we can't keep coming into this situation as women being like my way or the highway, or even as males, because I feel like a lot of times we see, what's up, voice? We see what our parents or we see the stuff on TV. We might have saw that our parents, yes, it was 2-parent households, and your parent, that's like your parent telling you have to go to college because I didn't go to college. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes we get into situations and we don't know, again, how to be partners. We don't know as women how to be submissive because we didn't have our dads. We see our mothers being single mothers struggling. So a lot of times we get into these relationships and we don't want to submit because it's like we're so used to so much disappointment. We're used to people walking out on us, including our fathers, including our mothers, and things like that. You understand where I'm coming from? So I feel like, again, it was a great conversation to have. And even though it was getting very heated and to a certain extent, it seemed like she was getting defensive and stuff like that, I feel like it was a needed conversation. People have to understand that sometimes we get into marriages because we see it as security. Because again, as men, they don't want a lot. As women, we sometimes want a lot more out of life. Not saying that men don't just be want one thing, but they are very, very simple. But again, we can't keep going in a situation like, okay, that's my husband. He's supposed to only have sex with me. But when I don't want to have sex, how can we get mad at our partners if they go out and get it from somewhere else? Explain that. Because again, men can stick their penis in the wall. Men can stick their penis in the wall. They lie to not hurt our feelings. When Jody was saying on Baby Boy, when he said, I lie because I don't want to hurt your feelings, bitch, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. What's up, Philly Chica? That's my girl right there. Shout out to the team. So yeah, so for me, I would really love to. I got a request. Voice, are you requesting? Oh, okay. Oh. Wait, no. Go on, go. Listen, go on. What's up, Killer Tay? So again, I want to know your opinion, y'all opinion on there. Voice, can you come on my Facebook because I'm gonna share the link on there because I want to get your face. I'm go on my YouTube channel or go on Facebook and join. I'm pasting it the stream join so you could be added to the chat so you could give your opinion. I just put it in there, okay? Facts. Yeah, man. I honestly, like, I knew that people were going to disagree with this conversation to a certain extent. But again, we have to have these conversations because we have lost a lot as far as not having our dads. There is certain, listen, I'm going to tell you something. My mouth is so ridiculous. I need a nigga to calm me down. My dude, my husband, let me tell you something. My husband is the only one that can, yo, hey, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I had to understand that the dysfunction that I had in my life, and because I missed so much as far as just my mom showing me certain things and not having my dad, it explains why I'm not as submissive. Now I am now, I'm growing to be a little bit more, but again, I had to accept the fact that it does not matter. Okay? All right, I'm going to put you on, voice. I'm going to put you on real quick. I'm going to put you on and I'm going to just put you on the audio. All right, so again, put y'all comments in. There we go. Okay, voice. Now give your opinion, boo.
There we go.
Give your opinion on this topic. Do you feel that women are forcing men into monogamous relationships, and do you feel that we should be more open-minded as far as the change in relationships, and or just give your opinion on the topic at hand? What would you like to say?
All right, so listen, I am a fiance to somebody, right?
Okay.
So I'm about to get married. So I am in a monogamous relationship with one person. Have I said things about like threesomes and stuff like that? Because I've had those experiences, yes.
Okay.
But honestly, I'm not intimidated by threesomes and things like that because I know, like you said, you have to be secure in your own sexuality and things like that. But as far as like an opinion with women, like I don't feel like women not all women are thinking or have the same like opinion like we do to feel the same way. Like I don't think that there's any woman in one relationship that can allow a man to have multiple partners even when she's not having sex with him, anything like that of the sort. Like if you're not having sex with your man, you're supposed to like, I guess like let him go ahead and do him, but there's not a lot of women that want to fucking do that. I don't know.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of women that are really against the shit like that.
Right. So okay, so my question for you is, do you feel that women should at least become more understanding or just open-minded to talking about what can be adjust in a relationship? Because for me, I feel like as women, we don't want to fucking listen.
Right.
Like it's always like, oh yeah, he cheated on me and he don't love me and da da da. And then it's like, okay, if you take him back, we still want to keep talking about it. If you took him back, you're gonna move on or you're gonna leave that shit alone. So again, do you feel like as women we should at least become more open-minded to considering it at least? Because go ahead and answer the question because I got another one. Go ahead.
Aren't we already though open to it, to accepting it? Because there are, like, I'm a woman, I don't know, and I had boyfriends that cheated on me before, and I forgave them, and I continued to be with them. So aren't we already accepting of the fact that they will be men situation, it's like, oh, you're a whore, you can't do that. Like, that's nasty. You shouldn't be doing that and this and that and the third. But for a man, it's like more acceptable. I don't know. Like, we already accept it as women, but they don't accept it as men, though.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but I feel like for you, voice, even with you being like, as far as like you having experience in threesomes, I know a lot of women who don't even consider it. Like they feel like if you do a threesome, everything can go bad. But again, I think again that starts with the security that you have with yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I feel like that depends on the security also that you have with yourself. Like I feel like you're more open-minded. Like for me, I've lost friends or just relationships, not necessarily lost friends cuz they were associates, but I feel like they don't like when I say certain things it's like, "Oh, I never bring you a man around my man." Like just because I said I'll be open to cuz for me again, I understand. Let me tell you something. When I got pregnant, my baby father got his third baby mom. I'm number two. He got four. He got his third baby mom pregnant while I was downstairs. And I feel like for me, I did everything that I could. I gave him all of me. I gave him everything. And that still wasn't enough. So when I left that situation, I went in every situation giving men the option. Because for me, I rather know. My problem is the disrespect. At least let me know what's going on, and I'm not walking into a situation whereas though you didn't knock this bitch down. I walk into the situation and don't know nothing about it, and these bitches laughing or whatever. To me, I just would rather know. So again, for me, I've accepted the fact that sometimes I don't want a nigga to touch me. I'm going through something. I'm going as far as school and everything else. It's too much. So that's why I'm questioning, is it because of the change in society and us wanting to be more independent and we have to do more, which is why that is overwhelming to suck dick all day.
I know. But like the thing is that I'm an honest woman, so and you're very honest too. That's why we're radio hosts,
Right.
and we do what we do. And the thing is that most people are not very free with their sexuality.
Right,
Gina.
right.
So like when you talk about stuff like that, people are gonna you sit there and you let him cheat on you, or you gonna get with a man and you're gonna let him do this and that and the third. Everybody's always gonna have their opinion. But honestly, it's just what you're comfortable with.
Yeah,
Just
what
like
you're
you
comfortable
said.
with.
If
Yes,
I'm
I
comfortable
believe
with
that.
that, it shouldn't be bothersome to somebody else. So I understand where other women are coming from, where they're not very comfortable with that. But a lot of women are not comfortable with that because they're not secure in themselves, or they haven't been through that type of situation yet, or if they've been through that type of situation, they haven't comprehended it and understood it like we have as older women in our age. So you gotta understand that girls are going through that. They're like 21, 22 years old. They don't have the type of mindset that you may have or thought pattern that you have to deal with the type of man. And that's why you're so successful, like in a relationship, and you have a husband and you're dealing with things like that, and that's what you have. There are women out here struggling that can't find husbands, can't find boyfriends because they can't figure out what's the niche to try to get and keep a man. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, you may think like that on that type of level, but there's a lot of women that disagree with us right now that don't think that bringing something else or being secure in a relationship, they don't want nothing sexual with no other man. They're not trying to hear that shit. Or no other woman. They're not trying to hear that. So us even considering that fact makes us look crazy to other women that have not, fathomed that or not understood that. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand completely because my thought is this, right? My thought is this. I feel like when you aren't secure with yourself and you have the mindset of like, I'm not sharing my dude or whatever the case may be. And I understand it completely, right? But I feel like, bitch, you sharing them anyway, whether you know or not. Am I lying?
No.
You sharing him anyway, whether you want to know about it or not. And again, it is for me. It's about your comfortability. It's about what you're being open to. Like, okay, so Philly Chica is joining, right? Come on, voice. Come on the other chin, on the other join. So she said,
Facebook. Did you send it to Anya Morris on Facebook?
yeah, it's the,
MORIS.
it's, listen,
Let's go on Facebook right now.
It's in the stream. You got to click on the stream and confirm on Facebook, okay?
Okay, I'm about to go on Facebook right now.
So you can get on here with Philly Chica.
Yes,
All
I
right.
got y'all.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna see y'all in a second.
Okay. So put y'all comments in. Let me know how y'all feel about the conversation. Do you think that women or we are forcing ourselves into monogamous relationships? Do you feel that I'm sorry, Philly Chica, can you give your opinion, baby girl?
I'm sorry. Hey, girl. So basically, I feel like it's a case by case situation. I don't think that it applies to everybody in every situation. So, like, I think you need to find somebody your speed. Because I started off very not sexually aware. Does that make sense? I always heard rumors or sex is supposed to be like this, it's supposed to be like that. So when I finally started my own sexual experience, it was like, ew, there's nothing like that. So that makes you want to venture out. You have to find what's in your realm. If you're not a very sexual person, then you associate yourself with that type of person. That way, y'all know what to expect out of each other. I might want to have sex once a month. You cool with that? Okay, cool. But if you get you a hot boy dude, that's the dude on the block that every girl want, you know he a thought. You know his rumors, because every dude come with a rumor. You know what I'm saying? And you're a non-sexual person, and you trying to hold this man down, it's not going to work. He's not going to sub. You can't force him into a monogamous relationship because he has a healthy sex appetite. You know what I'm saying?
Do
So out of love, he's going to try to accommodate your needs, but his appetite, his needs are going to be pushed down, which is going to force him to cheat.
so do you feel that naturally so this is my hold on, let me mute you real quick. This is my opinion of how I feel about men. I feel like it's not necessarily that all men cheat. I feel that men love variety. And I feel like naturally, again, once we understand our sexuality and understand a man in itself, again, they can stick their penis in the wall and it won't matter. Okay, they can have sex with a bunch of people and it won't matter. It's just about that releasing feeling, right? But for me, I personally feel that men like variety. Kings and queens have multiple wives and stuff like that. You just got to make sure you taking care of all of them. Okay, but how do you feel? Is that in their nature? How do you feel about that? Hold on, babe. Hold on. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, yes, I do. I do. I think that's in anybody's nature. All of us, men and women, even animals
Right.
have varieties. Cats don't get pregnant by one cat. A cat gets pregnant by many alley cats, and they have many different cats. It's why you got different cats like that. They can get pregnant by different cats. So it's a
Bruh,
variety.
have you
Huh?
ever seen lions have sex?
Right, right.
All day. All day. And this bitch get pregnant one time. All fucking
Okay.
day. Only for a few minutes. You'll be like,
Okay.
damn, brother.
So
You
yes,
you gonna have a heart attack or no?
exactly. So I'm just that's again going to finding your speed because you can like variety and everything like that, but your body, us women go through so much hormonal changes that men don't. I could be in my mind this freak sexual girl, but my body because I took a medication or I'm taking birth control can say we don't want it right now. It's not something that we can control all the time. So like with so men, I don't know if they go through the hormone things or whatever. But like you said, once they release, they good. With us, it's more of a mind, and we gotta be connected to it. Like girls, there is some girls that just go out there and claim that they're not emotionally or mentally connected to having sex, but you are. You are. A sex worker wakes up that morning and says, "Okay, my job today." They get in the mind frame of getting ready to have as many jobs as they want. You see what I'm saying? They don't wake up
Right.
and say, "Today I'm gonna go from the checkout girl at Fresh Grocer, and then I'm gonna be a whole hoe." No, you it don't work like that. So you gotta mentally prepare yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that once it goes against the knowing your mate. You know what I mean? Even if your
Yes.
mate likes
And
variety, I like variety. Hey, let's get it together. But if I'm a jealous person, or he's a jealous person, we could
yes.
like all of us at the all we want, but when it comes down to actually physically seeing it, we might be like, no, I can't physically see my man be with another girl.
Right, right.
So some of them
So
want it
do
behind their back.
so I have a question as well, right? Do you feel that when you give them the option to mess with other women or things like that, like say you be like, "Oh, I'm open to you messing with other women or whatever." Do you think that that takes the thrill away?
I
Because you
think
know
for the
when you cheating or something, that gives you like a high to the most part. Like say you getting busy in the car, you know what I'm saying, with your
yeah,
side
exactly.
bitch. Do you think it takes
Exactly.
the
For
thrill
the men it
away?
do. For the men it do. Because again, they have this preconceived notion that, we don't know everything you're doing. We have hints and everything that you cheating before we actually find the proof. We just waiting for the confirmation. We can tell by the way you walk in the door. Have you ever been so happy and missed your man all day, but as soon as they walk in that door, you get this nasty vibe feeling from them, and you be like, ew. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't wait for that man to get home. But as soon as he walk, it's because you smell that scent on him from somewhere else. So yeah, it does for men. It takes the thrill out of it. For women, it's saying, listen, we want to have that option to choose. Why is it fair that y'all make that decision for us? We want to pick the girl. We want to make sure she clean. She ain't gonna come up with no baby mama drama later. We want to have an option. We want to have an option. But they like that thrill. Some men get off on that. Like some men get off on women cussing them out. That's how they rock. Some men can't be in a relationship unless they cheat. Some women like a man to put their hands on them. That's they feel like it's love. You know what I'm saying? That my
Do
man
you
don't love me unless he punch me in the eye.
Do you think that, and everybody in the chat can put their opinion too, do you think that our childhood and then, as far as our parents and the for like certain couples or certain lifestyle that you see as a child, correlates or affects what you think a relationship is supposed to look like when you are an adult?
Yes, it does. Even like I said, back to even finding out about sex, how you're introduced to sex can change your life. If you're
Yes.
introduced to sex in the wrong way, it can mess you up for years and years to come. So therefore it does frame, that's when you learn from, like a baby. They learn how to talk and speak and vernacular from you talking to them in the womb, hearing your voice. And then
Right.
when they come out seeing the pictures and stuff like that. So yes, it does play a big part. But then after a minute, you start seeing right from wrong. After a minute, like, okay, let's put it like this. Let's say I grew up, I'm in the city all the time, and I love me some beef. Okay, I love beef. I fought for beef. I will fight you for beef. But then I grow up and I move out to the farm and I become a farmer, and I see how I actually got to get that beef. That might change my view on how I eat beef. It's because you went out there and you figured it out for yourself. So that's why I don't agree with a lot of people blaming their parents for stuff that you're doing now as an adult, because you know it's wrong. If your mom beat you with an extension cord just because she was mad at you, at that time you didn't know that was wrong. But then when you got older and you found out, you knew that was wrong, right? So then why turn around and subject somebody else to that pain? You
Do
took it
you
upon
I have
yourself
another
to experience it.
I'm sorry, boo. I have another question. Do you
Mhm.
think that it's still kind of the same question, but I'm just going to talk about women or just mothers in general. And y'all could put some in the comment as well. I see that Cherie said, I think your upcoming played a big part for sure. And Mr. D also said it's not even variety, it's more than usual. We are more ready than ladies want to put out without complaining and going through emotions. But I have a question for people in the comments as well. I Do you think that as far as men treating women a certain way or how they see their wives or the person that they spend the rest of their life with. This is two parts. Do you think that men are men know exactly in the first couple minutes or just the first couple months if they're going to be with this person? Also, do you think that how a man treats their mother can help you get an insight on how he will treat his significant other?
I for sure. Okay, so I'm so happy you asked those questions. So for me, okay, I'm gonna spill my own little tea. My husband was my best friend at first. We went through each other's relationships, but we never saw each other in that way. You know what I mean? But once we started becoming like, oh, you kind of cute. You know, why are we going through these dumb fools? Why don't we holler at each other? We, how can I put it? I was in the mindset of nesting and settling down. He was on some, let's try this as a relationship. So already we started off on a different page. And I think that's where it starts. Once you realize you're on a different page, it's either for y'all to correct it or end it. Because you're never going to catch up if you continue it that way. And that's what happened. We've known each other. We've been in and out of relationship for 20 years. We've only been married for 4. And he's proposed 3 times and everything. The reason why is we was not married. We wasn't ready. We wasn't ready. But then again, he loves his mother. And his mother, God rest her soul, was the best mom. But you couldn't tell him that. And from that, that's what made me look at him in that light. Because I like, look at how you treat this woman. This woman does everything possible to this man. And he still was like, no, that's my mom. She just going through something. So I know that you can handle me when I'm in a vulnerable state. So yes, looking at how a man treats a woman in his life that he values, but it don't gotta be his mom. It could be his aunt, whoever raised him. How he respects that woman does show how he's going to respect you and your children later on.
I agree. Now I'm glad you gave your experience, and I'm gonna say mine because it's very similar to yours, right? I'm a, I'm muting you for a second. So with my husband, that was after my baby father, and I gave him the option. Like you said, he was ready to be like, I'm not sharing you. And I was like, listen, you could do what you want to do. If you want to rock with me, that's fine. If you want to pick up some holes here and there, just let me know. So for me, I honestly believe that again, it was our foundation. Now, it was a lot of things that I was still doing that was dumb because again, I didn't understand a partnership because my mom was never married, my grandma, my aunt was married, but I didn't really see their relationship. So for me, I feel like that was taking a big risk because he could have looked at me like, oh, you a thought or whatever the case may be. And I offered that option to other guys before him. But I feel like it was our paths and our experience that literally brought us together. He's the first male that our birthdays are a day apart, the first Aquarius male I ever messed with, and things like that. So I feel like that also correlates to, like you said, the foundation. If y'all already are building and communicating and stuff like that, you can get through anything. I feel like a lot of times when people get into relationships or wind up getting married, the intention from the beginning and the foundation is fucked up. A lot of people might get into a marriage because their family has already, their mom and them were married. Like you said, a bitch see her mom get her ass whooped and everybody else in her family getting beat up. She think that that's love. She think that that signifies love. And not realizing what real love is. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like I took a big risk. But if it wasn't for my honesty, both of our honesty, brutal honesty, our connection and things like that, that's why we are where we are years later. It really is about the foundation, and communication is key in a relationship. You feel me?
Yeah. You are so on point because if you get that down pat, you can handle raising children. You can handle if that man makes a mistake or if that woman makes a mistake. You can talk it out. Because trust me, it's been infidelities, but we talked it out. You see what I'm saying? A lot of the time I was closed off. And like you said, what is your man supposed to do? And growing, also growing and keeping an open mind. Because I started out that possessive female. Don't look at my man. Don't look at my man. I was that girl. You know what I mean? And it was stupid. Like, why don't you want somebody to look at something? That's an honor. He represents you.
Exactly.
So why don't you want that man? He want men to look at you but not touch. Because guess what? It's an honor. We compliment each other. But I had to grow up. I fought many of females, but I had to get to that stage. So you always also have to lay that foundation and learn how to grow together. Because if you don't, you will go apart. You will become each other's enemy instead of each other's refuge. And that's where it is. When people are on the streets and people bug me all day, I look forward to talking to my best friend because he was my best friend first. The other
Yeah.
titles came those later, but he's my best friend. We talk like real men talk. I get his opinion on stuff. I accept his opinion. But there was a struggle. There was a power struggle because growing up, the women in my family, we are bosses. Okay, we are to the point where if we could make our own babies, we would. All right. I grew up around a bunch of women that I don't need no man. You screw up, you got one strike with me. Bye, you going. So when I had my kids, I was like, okay, I was expecting for you to go. I was waiting for you to go.
Mm.
So I could do my job as being a parent. I didn't know how to relinquish some of those rights to the actual other parent. And
Does
that
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 tie into your childhood though? Like, what
yes
was
it
your
does.
mom and dad
Yes it
relationship?
does. Yes it does. It ties extremely into it. My mom is an OG, okay? Trust me, she could tell you some things, but my mom has four of us and she did it by herself. Put us up in Temple College, paralegal fellow to a fellow judge for over 20 something years. But with all four children on her back. Okay, mommy in school and at night. So I learned my hustle and my hard ways from that. But with that said, that's a double-edged sword. Because again, I saw her do it without a man. So I'm like, I don't need a man. I had that whole thing. So when this man is in my life and he fits all of those check boxes, except for that one part of being a parent, that's where the issue came in at. Because I kept saying my kids. Don't say nothing to my kids. Don't touch my kids.
Damn.
Don't my kids. When it's our kids. He has never
Yes.
shown me where he's a neglectful person. I never gave him a chance to even mess up as a parent. Because I was right there, like, no, no, move, don't touch. Why you say that? Why you putting that? I was there to chastise him as if he was one of my kids.
One of your kids. And I think that's the problem though. I think again, we don't have the foundation. Like I really
Mhm,
listen, my dad do not bang with me. I tell y'all this on the channel. My dad do not bang with me, right? But I don't know the relationship that my pop and my nana had. And
mhm,
for me, the only relationship I know is to just, even though he don't fuck with me, I just send him money. But for me, I feel like if we're growing up in these households and we see our moms, these niggas come and go, we see our moms disrespecting them and doinking them and all of
mhm.
that. We don't know how to again be a partnership, like you said. Let him be a
Exactly.
man. That becomes the problem. Bitch, stop talking to me like I'm your child. Let me be a man. And then
Yeah.
you get mad and try to, and again, why do we think that they're supposed to take every goddamn thing no matter what? And again, it goes back to us even being moms. I have
Yeah.
two sons. My oldest
Mhm,
son, I gear from, I don't even know if that's the right word, but I kind of like withhold from saying a lot of information to him because I have enough respect for his mom to be able to say, okay, I know I could talk to Mookie Cookie this way, but he's older. But in the same sense, I have to show them the respect of them growing as men. That same situation, like you just said, if he's supposed to be the breadwinner or whatever the case may be, and they are taking options away from him, right? Why are we as moms raising hold on, Al? Why are we as moms raising our children to be, and again we raise them to be like shake it off. They bump their knee or whatever the case may be, is shake it off. That shit don't hurt, don't act like no girl, don't cry. But then when they get into relationships with us, we like, why you never show me you love me? Like, we're all fucking confused. We're all fucking confused. Because even when I think about my brother, right? Hold on, Al, I got you. When I think about my brother, only knows how to provide for women because he had to make sure my mom was cool when she was going through her addiction. When she was going through her addiction, he was making sure that we was going to school, getting on the bus and stuff like that. So when he gets into his relationship, the men go off of what they see in their mother. That's the first love that they know as a woman. So if my mom is steering him in the direction of every woman's a whore and da da da, he don't trust no woman. He goes into the relationship only knowing I gotta provide, but I gotta say fuck my feelings. They can't have feelings, and then we wonder why they so angry. Let me unmute y'all. Hold
Yeah,
on.
absolutely. You are so right, because let me tell you something. Crazy part about it is when you devalue that man in one area, he's going to supersede in another. So therefore, if you take his masculinity away from him as being a father, and you punking him in front of his kids, then guess what? He's going to show you a man that he's a man by smacking you all up, because that's the only way he knows how to show you I can handle this. Whereas though when we become moms, we are first time moms. As much as we've been babysitters and stuff like that, we're first time moms. We make mistakes, we figure it out. But we don't allow that first time dad to be a first time
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem that I had to overcome. It took me years of saying mine to saying ours.
Yeah.
You know,
Listen. When you say that, that's real shit. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I gotta say this. My husband, listen, I knew my husband was real and thorough, right? When he told me we got into an argument a couple months after we was together or whatever, and he was like, I don't give a shit, you can go, but you better not take him. He ain't got nothing to do with it. That's not even his son. So that
wow.
was the respect. Child made me wet. You know what?
There
I
you
ain't
go.
over here. My
There
bad,
you
nigga.
go. There you go. Yo, you were like, what you say, Pooh? Wait a minute. You know, exactly. After hours of arguing, that sentence
Yes.
right there was like, boom. So, yes, that's exactly the same way. My oldest, my husband, we were best friends, and I was going through that relationship with him on the side as my friend. No sexual connotation, just like, what am I doing wrong? You know, it helped me out. Then he ended up getting shot, and his girlfriend at the time had something to do with it, whatever. So we became each other's shoulder to cry, shoulder to lean on. But then we figured it out together. But that one area, he knew I'm a tough woman. He met me that way. You know what I'm saying? He laughs at it that he likes the fact that he don't have to handle a lot of things. Jumping in women's face. I got you. That's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? So he loved that fact, but he didn't love it when it came to raising our kids. You know, he didn't like
Mm.
that energy there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you can't be saying my. It gotta
Right.
be a we thing. It has to be a we thing. Like again,
Yeah.
like that's why I have issues with my family. Like I don't give a fuck what y'all are talking about. If this man accepted me and my flaws, because I'm a piece of shit. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a
Me
piece
too.
of shit. So if this man accepts me with my flaws, accept my child, treat him like that is his. If me and him break up today or tomorrow, he'll still take care of my child. And then I don't accept his child.
Mm.
What type of female would I be? So if a bitch
Exactly.
tell me, oh, that ain't your son because you didn't birth him, I don't give a shit.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
I
Because
know
people
one thing, his dad, if I put the pause on Zion a little too much,
hmm
his dad gotta be right there. His dad
right.
is going to be right there, and he say, "I got two dads." The same way my stepson say, "I got two moms." You feel me? All right, Al, we need your opinion. We need your opinion. Al, where you at? Al, where you at? I see you muted. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh yeah. No, it was a wide topic of discussion, your last point, but it was a couple things I just wanted to touch on. One as far as the how you raised, y'all hit a couple good points on men. I was just talking to my girl about this not too long ago. Most of the time we do treat our girl, the way that we treat our moms. Like you do have, or aunties or big sister or whatever. Like you do have some exceptions to the rule that'll treat their mom like a queen and then get with a girl and treat her like crap. You know what I mean? Like that happens too. But at the same time, you know, once you trust somebody and once you see, oh, I see that he respects women. I see that he is not one of them dominant, controlling type of guys. You kind of gotta let that just keep that in your mind. So the insecurity after that, whether if it is the cheating thing or you know, I don't feel like being touched, or you know, on that type of note, I'm not gonna say, like, y'all got rare mindsets on that, cause I've heard that if you let, as a woman, if you let your man be shared, that you don't really care about him. You know what I mean? Like, I have heard that from females also, which I kind of disagree with. But you know, as a man, whatever is gonna make your woman happy. Like, I've been in relationships where she ain't feel like being touched for a long time. And I'm sitting there like, all right, so do I go out and do me and feel like I'm right to do it because she being cold to me? Or do I just sit here and call myself being faithful and loyal and hope that we can work through it? So, you know, that part just depends on the type of female that you have. You know, the type of female that you have. And I had real quick, and I'm gonna wrap it up. My one of my exes told me one time, I don't care if I ain't give you nothing for a whole year, nigga, you better not ever cheat on my ass. And I was like, wow, like
And did that bitch cheat on you?
For sure. For sure.
Now, do you think that women are bigger cheaters, or do you think women are bigger cheaters, sneakier at it? How do you feel about that?
I always said I never wanted to get in the tick for tack cheating game with a girl because y'all are so good at it that, you know, a woman could be cheating for 3 years and the dude just thinks she's upset with him. He got no clue that he's now becoming a side dude in the whole situation. So as far as who bigger cheaters, I would say y'all are more strategic with your cheating. What I mean is when dudes cheat, we usually just want some ass, right? We just want some attention or some entertainment. When girls cheat, y'all usually cheat with a dude that could possibly be your next dude. Like, you know, like you don't cheat with just a boy around the corner that just want to hit. Like, you cheat with a dude that, you know, if your
You've been
main dude,
talking to for years, who you've had history with.
Exactly.
Majority of the time. Also, I'm not trying to like talk down on women or nothing like that. We just have an open discussion. If everybody's new to the channel, these are the topics that we discuss. But one thing that I did notice, and as far as body counts, like, I didn't notice how like the body counts are ridiculous when it comes to women, yo. Like, I heard a bitch that I was talking to at one specific time, right? And this wasn't like a main bitch or nothing. It was just, you know, I was doing my thing, so she was just whatever, right? But when this bitch said she stopped counting at 30, I haven't reached 20. And I already thought my bodies was too much. And when I got with my husband, I done forgot about a few motherfuckers. And I gotta include the bitches. So for me, I feel like we dealing with a whole nother level when you talking about women, though, because I'm talking about, I've seen chicks that will be like, kill a nigga if they cheat on them, and I know they messing with my manager. So again, I'm not even sure to an extent if men are the bigger cheaters. Again, like you said, we're emotional creatures, so there's an attachment. So yes, if we do cheat, it's worse because it's more of an attachment. Like, if you cheat and get pregnant right now, that's crazy. If this nigga cheat to a certain, like, I know some niggas that literally was only cheated to stay at this bitch crib to make sure him and his kids and his wife was cool, and the condom broke. Oh, nigga.
Damn.
You talking about Satan? Oh, shit.
That's some karma for your ass right there.
What happened? Hold on. We got to tag Philly Chicken. Hey, Jen.
Hey, I'm in the background.
Hold on. I got to let Philly Chica talk. I'm sorry, Philly Chica.
It's okay. With Albert, I'm sorry, I got my brother, my young brother, he here too, because this topic is so good, like it really is, and he can speak from a different side of it. You see what I'm saying? He's not young, but he my little brother, my little big brother. But anyway, what Albert was saying about women cheating, he's right. We have to plan better because we have more to lose. Because we can get pregnant. See what I'm saying? Men can't get pregnant. So that's why we set up the next situation. But we set it up better. You know what I mean? Like he said, we cheat with the man that we're about to move on with. But there is some occasions that you cheat depending on how hurt you are. See what I'm saying? It don't necessarily have to be your next man. It's that you're so hurt that this man this is like the eighth time he's done it. Y'all talked about it. He cried about it. He did all of that. So now you want to get back at him. You want to make him hurt as much as you hurt. You want to cheat on him with his brother or his father. That don't mean you want to be with him. It's just that, yeah, I got your dad. Your dad clapped these cheeks. Just to make you hurt as much as I do. You see what I'm saying? So there is a revengeful part of it. It's not so much that we're nesting for the next situation. It's just that, okay, you want to hurt me? I'm going to hurt you in the worst way. I'm going to make you raise a kid that you think is yours until that baby needs some blood and it come out you ain't the father like Martin.
Y'all shot the fuck out for that.
Yo, that's facts, yo. That's facts. And that's real shit because, yo.
It happens. So that,
I'm sorry, but we are foul sometimes as women. Again, males, yes, sometimes it's bad. But again, we talk about a connection, emotions as women. Like I've seen females to the end lie about that motherfucking baby. Completely lie about the baby. Saying that it's
blue eyes.
For
years.
Got
blue eyes and blonde hair. And you talk about my granddaddy had blue eyes and blonde hair. So that's why, but both of y'all from Africa. Both of y'all look like Michael Blackson.
You know how the bloodline work. It go back far to his ancestors.
It go all the way back. Right, girl, by your ancestors, they make that baby. The mailman did. The mailman got blue eyes and blonde hair. So you better start looking at your homies and comparing that baby. And I know a current situation like that right now. All the children are black. That last baby is blonde hair, blue eye. And both parents will be black. So I'm saying it is like that. We're very revengeful. We think more. Men act off emotion. You know what I'm saying? The booty was nice. They got horny. You wasn't there. That's why they did it. You know what I mean? We think in more of the heart. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't there for me emotionally. He didn't like my hair color. He said I can't wait. He said I smelled the eggs wasn't right. So you know what? That's why I'm great cheap. That's what we look for. You know what I mean? It's a difference on that level. But yeah, we can be grimy, but men can be grimy too, because we can talk about the men on the down low.
Right. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But okay, even when we talk about that, let's talk about it because we here, right? Because at the end of the day, right? Think about this. We not saying now. I'm with the LGBTQ. You already snow. I'm the B. So this is my thought, right? I'm gonna mute you for just a second because I don't want it to echo. Okay.
Yeah.
And let me know, sis. You in the comments, let me know if it's delayed on my side. I cut the video down to 720 as opposed to 1080 because it has a little delay. So sis, let me know if we sounding good. So this is my thought though, right? Even when you think about again the foundation or just in general, think about this fact alone. I'm not saying that I'm just going to be like sticking my finger nowhere or whatever the case may be. But do y'all believe that when you talk about sex or whatever the case may be, the thought of a male's G-spot being in his behind, right? Is it still gay if your woman, want to lick the scruff? You know what I'm saying? Or give you that little tink like to toss his salad sometime. Now, I do feel that it depends on how he got them legs spread and shit. But when you think about that, does it depend on the partner? Because is a guy really gay, or is he just curious if he's messing with a transgender woman? Because that's still titties. I'm saying.
Wait.
You want me to answer?
Go ahead, Al. Go ahead, Al.
um, yeah,
Is a man still gay if a girl toss his side or lick, past the scruff, and if they mess with transgender women? Is that gay? And I got
I
another question after this. Go ahead.
all right. One, I gotta say, yeah. Um, that's just me. I've heard different opinions from different people, especially females that don't look at it as gay. But I look at it like, that's like justifying to me what Tank tried to say a while ago. It don't make you gay if you just do this. Like I
But
think
what part is gay? Explain to me. Is messing with a transsexual? Like, say the girl got a or the guy has a post-op. They going by she pronouns, and now it's a vagina. Or if they still have the penis and the guy never touches the penis, is that guy gay? That's still visually, that's still a woman. Y'all are visual creatures. Y'all can literally be having sex with this ugly ass girl and be thinking about your wife and be able to bust a nut. So that's my question. Which part
my
is gay to you? Is it both, or
I
depending
I,
on who's behind it or who you're with?
I think both is gay. And the reason why I say that, even as far as the transgender thing, like I don't know too many dudes that, you know, probably might have gotten caught up in a situation like that. Like you're not going to be like, oh no, it was a dude, but he had the operation now, so it's just like hitting another a regular female. Like no, you're not gonna feel like that as a nigga. That's another notch on the belt. Like you see what I'm saying?
So
Like
so is it gay to do anal sex with your wife or your
um,
girlfriend?
I would say it's gay how much you like it over vaginal intercourse. If you having anal sex with your girl way more than y'all doing it regular, I hey,
I agree. Okay, I agree on that part. But
you know what I mean?
there's one part I'm not okay. So I got a question for you, Albert. What if you get with this girl, right? She mad cool. She checks all your boxes. Y'all, oh my goodness, in love. Y'all get married, honeymoon and all. You meet the family. They pull out albums, and you find out that she was Joanna man. She was born a man. Her name was James instead of Jamie. Does that change the fact? Does that change everything for you? Oh yeah. See what I'm
I
saying?
I so you said we already was like messing with each other
Yes.
basically?
Yes, y'all already was smashing and everything. She just told you, well, it was something that happened when my childhood that I couldn't have kids, but she got a cool. She went post-op and everything. Does that still change because it was born a male?
Oh yeah. That's I put it like this. That's kind of suicide worthy for a man.
Why does it change? If hours before that, if 10 minutes before you found out that her name was James instead of Jamie, y'all had the most best sex in the world, tore you up, you know what I mean? Y'all chilling. Nobody else knows. Nobody else knows besides her family that she was born a male. Does that still change anything? Yes, it do.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna tell you why. Look at what Young Buck and Dwight Howard had to go through because of their tranny situations. It changes everything. Like, and what happens is now you put yourself in the position because you didn't do your research about who you're sleeping with. You was just hyped to get some. You leave yourself open to everything. Now this person can blackmail you into whatever they want.
But that's after we're talking about marriage, you wiped it up and everything. We're not talking about just some random strip club hookup and they happen to have balls. We're talking about you made a commitment to this person. Would
Oh,
that
okay,
change,
okay.
right? Would that change your perspective on it? Because let me tell you something. I hate to say it. I'm not hate to say it, but I have a lot of gay friends. I'm not that one person. My son is actually bisexual, so I'm not even shading it. But there's been a lot of trans that men have slept with that you didn't know.
I've
These are not like the 90s no more where you check the Adam's apple. They don't
I,
have.
I've seen a couple, and I've said I'm glad I don't go out there much to the clubs and shit like that, because I can see how certain people have got with that one.
Right.
But at the end of the day, everything with that is a play on your masculinity. It's the way we was designed. It's the way God made us. You know, it's like once you find out that that woman was not born a woman, it changes you mentally.
But God
That's
also
my point.
made the G spot in your ass. So
Right. That's my point. That was my point for me asking you that question. I don't mean to both,
Okay,
but this is what I was
I,
saying.
I,
The
I
point
put it.
was the point real quick. The point was this: it's a gay mindset. I believe it's in your mind because 10 minutes before that, you had no suspicion that anything you were doing was gay or wrong. But then once you found out that this person's gender was different, you start questioning and putting titles on things that really just probably was just natural. You see
right.
what I'm saying?
There was
So
a
I think it's
natural
in your
connection.
mind. Right. It's in your mindset. If you like to get your butt touched, that's what turns you on. Who am I to say that that's gay? Because okay, I like probably my boobs sucked on. Somebody could say that's gay. You gay because you like your boobs sucked on. Why? Why is it? You know what I'm saying? So it's in your
And
mindset.
that's why I understand completely. That's why I said for me personally, I wouldn't do it. Now, would I say, I'm not calling nobody else gay for what goes on in a personal bedroom. Like, I don't gay bash. You know what I mean? I went to college with a couple gay dudes that was cool. It's all good. Whatever you choose is what you choose. I just know for me personally, you can ask my girl, and I just put it like this: when we having sex, she can't even grab my ass for too long. You see what I'm saying? Because it's just personally about how comfortable or what the man likes or doesn't like. Not
That
every dude wants you to put your finger in his ass.
That's true. I get exactly what you're saying. It's a comfortability thing. And I like the example you brought up of Philly Chica of like the vibe. I'm gonna give you an example. I messed with somebody and I did not know that they had both parts, a hermaphrodite or whatever. Now I chill with this person before I did, you know what I'm saying, knew anything. And I was honestly shocked. I was very shocked, but it was the vibe that the person gave me. Now I already liked women before then, but it was to me it was a
Wait,
comfortability thing for me. It was more of my experience and just the vibe again. Like if your wife might go past the scruff or whatever, I don't feel like that's gay. But again, if you're saying in your relationship personally, you don't want nobody touching your butt or nothing like that, that makes sense. That you know what I'm saying? It is about a comfortability thing. But when you talking
yeah.
about God, I think God is kind of a whole asshole for putting your stuff in your butthole. But okay.
But China, I have a wait. You just said you messed with a hermaphrodite. My brother's mouth just dropped open. He just went. Well, he don't want to ask, but go ahead.
Like, what did that look like when you found out? Like,
He said, "What did it look like when you found out? Like, what?
did you
How
was
did
you
you?
Private
scared?
part
Like,
itself,
Huh?
the private part, like what was there?
was it scary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how did it
Uh,
come about? Like, was you
it
scared about it?
it was kind of scary, but I think because I was always so open minded. Thank you, shout out to the team. Spark the tweet. It looked well. The person had both body parts, but for every person, it's different. But back then, it wasn't normal at all. So the person was born with both, but they weren't fully grown as far as the male side. So it was still like dealing with the dyke, if that makes any sense. Strap
Okay.
on, stuff like that.
I know what you're saying. Okay.
So was it just like a long clitoris? China, can you hear me?
So I'm being told I can't talk about this. I already started talking about this, but
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, well, that's just, but it's interesting. Knowledge is power. That's all I'm going to say. Like somebody had to tell you that that was gay or that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? For you to feel that way. So you might like your butt touch, but you might feel like, okay, if this girl's touching my butt and she tells we break up and she tell people I like my butt touch, they're gonna think I'm gay. So I'm gonna automatically fight you off and say, it's one of those don't knock it till you try it type things. She might be pulling your butt in because she wants you to go deeper. It probably ain't got nothing to do with trying to get in your booty hole, but you're so masculine on this whole stereotypical masculine part that you won't let yourself find out if it's something you like. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for me, we already here. It was like a baby's penis. So imagine just in general how the body works. It's
Okay.
all part of it. So as far as the clit, that's what it's a part of, and you still have a vagina hole. So,
Uh,
but for me, again, it's still about a comfortability thing.
right,
Because
right,
even though it was still sex wasn't our connection was just the vibe for the most part.
right,
So it wasn't something
right,
that I continue to, keep going forward with. But
right. But you
you
had
know,
to. That's what I'm saying. You had to experience it to say that's not for me. You know what I'm saying? You
right,
didn't just automatically say, I'm gonna close this part of me off because I don't want, I'm guessing that this is this way and I'm guessing you actually been in that situation and said, okay, I don't like this, or it's not for me. Let me move on somewhere else. But men don't even allow themselves to be in a situation to find out what they like and don't like because they go by this book of what's masculine. You know what I'm
right. But
saying?
I'm not. But I also feel like it's a natural thing. It's a natural thing. You're supposed to have children and things like that. So I understand even the conflict. And when people are saying, "Oh, that's why they looked at people as having mental issues." That's how they looked at people back in the day. People who were gay or whatever, they looked like they had mental issues.
Mhm,
And I understand it because I still felt like something was wrong with me for so many years.
mhm.
Why do I have an attraction to women and men and things like that? Why do I see myself with a male and a female? I'm trying to marry both, best of both worlds. What we
Hey,
talking?
get you a throuple. Go ahead, girl. Why? Hey, they do it. What they call them? Polyamorous. I said I wanted a bunch of husbands. That sounds good to me. When I don't feel like talking to you today, I can just talk to somebody else.
And then even with that, people can look at your situation like, oh, you want a bunch of husbands, so you just want to be a hoe or a thought for the rest of your life.
Right, right. But it's not a sexual thing. One might be good in finances. One might be good at doing an area. Might be good at cleaning. One might be hitting the spot right. One might be, all together they make the perfect person. I can see the attraction to polyamorous. It may not work for me because I don't feel like dealing with everybody's attitude. You know what I mean? But some people it works for because they all check off a different box for them.
But see, for me, people always have issues with me because I can say that I would want to marry a woman and a strong man, but people be like, "Oh, it sounds like a contradiction when I say I don't prefer to be with a bisexual man."
Right?
But that's
Okay,
me
right.
personally. That's me personally.
Exactly.
I want my nigga to be able to grip me up when I'm talking shit,
Exactly.
and I want to be able to rub my bitch thighs.
And think about that though. If you saying if they want you to get want to think about that, he gonna end up becoming your competition because y'all both like the same thing.
Oh wow.
See what I'm saying? So that's why that wouldn't work for me because I would think of it on some note like that. Like, yeah, we cool. This might work for a while, but then, me and you end up boxing over the same dude.
I understand that, but again, you gotta have a tough skin to be.
Hmm.
Again, I don't. I have a bunch of gay friends. You get what I'm saying? Like that's my squad
Hmm.
right there. But I'm a very open person. Like for me, I
Yes.
want to learn more. I don't never want to just be closed minded and be like, oh, that's the way it's
Yes.
supposed to be. That's the book. That's the Bible. I think that's why I've always had problems and issues with
Right.
my relationships because I'm so open minded. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm
Right.
always like, well, why can't it be this way? Why can't it be that way? Like, no, I would never be like if I, get into a relationship when if me and my husband ever was to break up and I meet a male and I find out that he messed with guys, it's like, okay, we still need to be having these conversations. Cause even when you think about
Yeah.
the anal sex as opposed to just, you know what I'm saying, vaginal. That's just
Yes.
another hole.
Yep. Yep.
Like
The
some of y'all
hygiene
bitches
part
don't
of
be
it.
having walls. Like, what if
Yep.
that's just tighter? And if I'm thinking about you the whole time and it get wet and all of that good stuff, why how you gonna say I'm gay? And that was the mindset back in the day. I remember when chicks wasn't even giving head. It was like, oh, you just sucking dick.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Remember, a Golden Girl made chicks with dicks really hot here in Philly. Remember Golden Girl? She used to
And
throw the parties.
yeah, and even as far as Madison.
Yeah, yes. I think medicine's beautiful. I would love, but see, this is what I'm saying. For me, I'm one of the people that I'm not. I used to be one of those people that cornered myself off, but then I'm like, I am limiting my own experience when I do that. So long as I'm doing it the safe way, the right way, I'd rather not be ignorant. I'd rather know and find out what I like and what I don't like instead of somebody telling me what I should like and shouldn't like. So I'm gonna sit here and say I'm not gonna try everything once. I'm not gonna say I'm a trisexual, but I'm open minded to figuring it out. To saying, hey, okay, that's I have never had that before. How would that work? Oh, well then let's see how this will go. I'm not just gonna automatically shut you out because you might be the answer that I'm looking for, but I shut you out because of what I don't like you doing. Or because of what, my insecurities. That's not fair. So it's kind of like give a person a chance to prove themselves right or wrong. Once you do that with me, that's how it is with me. You know what I mean? You got one time to cross me, and you showed me who you are. Thank you. I just know not to count on you in certain aspects.
I feel you. So T Love Guitar says, why is it that so many sisters don't like giving head?
That's a misconception. That's a misconception that's put out there to justify why they be with another race. They say, oh, because black women don't do. The black women I know love it. Period. So
Yeah,
that's a
I get what
misconception.
you're saying. I get both sides because it depends. Because again, I remember still even being young, and then my mindset until now is like my cousins just wasn't on that type time. You know what I'm saying? It was like you wasn't just sucking, doing all of that. You just wasn't doing it. And I feel like a lot of us don't even understand our own bodies. You'll be surprised how many women never made themselves orgasm and things like that, or don't know how to, you know what I'm saying, make themselves feel good and stuff like that. And how about a lot of dudes don't even know how to eat vagina? And then you wonder why her best friend is over there doing it.
Girl, okay, and don't want to learn.
But
That's what
it
I'm
does
saying.
come from your
Okay.
structure. If males ain't got older brothers showing them how to showing them how to, get the women or do this and certain things. Like, what are we doing out here?
Right. And it's just like, again, you got to learn and be willing to learn. Like, okay, you may not be the best. Listen, okay, I know a situation. I ain't going to go too much deep into it. But he didn't know how to do oral. Horrible. He literally thought eating it, like biting it. Okay, because that's what, and then the porn industry just show you the reconstructed version of it. You know what I mean? It's not realistic. So what he had to do, he went on YouTube videos and figured out a peach method on how to did it. But that's because he wanted to please his wife so much that he went and figured out how to do it the right way. He didn't go cheat and have somebody else show him. He got a peach. He figured it out, and sure enough, they cool today. He figured it out for her, but she thought he was cheating. She was like, somebody had to teach you how to do this. No, he learned on his own. You know what I mean? It's all about what you're willing to do and figure it out. A lot of girls probably don't know how to give oral, or been told that they were bad at it or got shamed the first time they tried it. Did they say never again? Some girls probably don't even like the way they taste or had a bad experience with musty nuts. And you got to ask that woman why she don't like giving oral. Don't
Can,
put
And
all on everybody.
can I
go ahead.
chime in real quick?
All right, hold on real fast.
All right.
Yes, this is live. I'm going through the comments. No, this is coming from a brother um that only I cannot see that at all. That only with sisters. It's been my own experience, right? That was also my experience. It's all about sharing and caring. It is. It's really about you being okay with your partner, learning your own body. Like, listen, my husband figured out my body before I did. Like that shit was ridiculous. Hold on, I'm going through the comments. Bill, shout out to you. If one man doesn't please you, it doesn't mean switch genders. Exactly. Let's be honest. You want what you want. Don't justify it. Yeah, you want what you want, and that's the key point of it. She on the other side. Great subject. Yeah, share this, like this. We had damn near almost an hour and 40 minutes. But I definitely wanted to have this conversation because I feel like there's so much that can be taken from it, and we need to have these conversations. So some don't like giving head because the thought of it, I don't know where it been. Yeah, that too. Some niggas, some women, some guys don't know how to wash. It starts with your foundation. Yes, I figured it out that it was live. Yeah, man, we up in here. We up in here. It's a learning experience. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like a lot of people be looking at it like, oh, the ones that been sucking and swallowing. If you doing all of that, you got to be a hoe and things like that. But let Al chime in. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, so just 2 points on the whoever said why do girls not like giving head or whatever. Like, just to chime in on that, like I think it's two reasons I've came across that is wrong with that. Like, one is a lot of dudes won't tell a girl that she's bad at giving head. You see what I'm saying? Like, we be so hyped that you're doing it that's all that matters. So even if she bad, you're not gonna tell her stop. Like, you're gonna tell her keep going, and she gonna go around thinking that she's good. So then on the other flip side, I have heard women say they don't like the fact that the submissiveness, like you was talking about earlier, with learning how to be submissive to your partner, that's probably the most submissive point that y'all can get to as females with your dude, is getting on your knees and giving him head. Because now it's like you praising them or some shit like that, which certain females do have a problem with. But I also met girls that do like doing it and they enjoy doing it. So, I've had all different, experiences with that.
You ain't gotta get on your knees to give head. You just lay them down. So
Well,
that's stupid.
I was about to say either he lay down or the nigga get a step stool so you can just stand straight
down.
up.
Or get you a short girl that just stands up, period. But I'm just saying, okay, just stand right there and hold it like what? Now what we doing? So like, yeah.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Hi, everybody. I'm Al's girlfriend. Hey, yeah, got something to say. That is not my effing preference to go down. But
it sure ain't.
But I will do it. I just don't like to be demanded or told.
There you go.
A mood. It's a mood that I like to be in, and when I do, he's very satisfied. But it's not something that I want to. Is a snap finger, head. Like, I got a vagina.
Yeah, it's like
real. It's good. It works.
When you don't feel like cooking, you know what I'm saying, that meal come out
in the microwave
because you don't feel like cooking. But when you feel like cooking, it's the best meal. You shock yourself.
I damn sure do sometimes, but it's in the mood. I want to really, and I can do that, but it's not like like he said. I've met and talked to some females where they like, I'm at the door, sweaty balls, dick and all, and want to slob on a knob, and I'm like, ew. No, please wash your dick.
Thank you.
So it's really and I do feel like, though, with guys, a lot of guys, not all, but a lot of guys do try to force head. Like, it's like if you watch porn, that's like majority of the beginning, like a bunch of head, like it's so needed. And it's like it's other ways to foreplay and please to get to the punani.
Period.
But but they make it such a thing.
Were you doing it more and during the honeymoon phase, because I feel like that becomes the problem. It's like we do it so much because it's a new thing, I guess, or whatever the case may be. And then after a while, we done got the nigga. We walking around with the bonnet on and the Cleo braids, bitch. And
No,
I
not
got the Cleo braids in my head right now, girl.
so
not me.
were you doing it more? That's my first question. Were you doing it more in the beginning? And is on the other side, is the head that good with owl? Okay, we throwing niggas out there today.
Get back. No. Wait,
Let
let
me
me answer. No,
answer.
let me answer. I gotta answer my question. Look, she
Okay.
trying to jump in there. But no, so in the beginning, he had to loosen me up. I was very tight. I was very, my brain, I couldn't, it was like, no, and if I did it, it would just be like, okay, done. And it was a horrible head. But as time went on, we getting more comfortable with each other and certain things. Is like, you know what? I'm in the mood. We will watch a porno together. And I'm like, so do you like the way she doing that right there? I'm taking notes. Like, and I think your friend said something. She's like, you want to please your man, you take notes. You do certain things, male or female, to figure out what they like. So I started taking notes on seeing and watching pornos with him and what he may go to more to. So I started doing that and trying it. You know, I'm a visual person, hands on. So it was good for me because he could tell me and I would still probably fuck up. But he does better. I did better when I watched it with him. And now I am very more, willing to go down, but don't ask me because sometimes it's like I don't know, like I still have some type of alpha in me where it's like, don't tell me what to do. I do have that. He knows that. China, you know that. I'm a crazy girl.
No, I
But
want
we
to
talk it
answer.
out.
I told you that's my girl right there.
But we always
She cuss me the fuck out.
yeah, we
Okay,
always
she
talk it out. We'll talk it out and everything gets better.
I wanted to answer that. No, I kept the same energy 20 years when we met to yesterday morning. I'm just that type of person that basically, like I said, I'm willing to learn. If it's something I'm not doing right, let me know. Because I'm gonna tell you when you're not doing right and when it's not feeling right and stuff like that. Because the ultimate goal was to have a good experience. So that's why,
Hello?
I wear bonnets, but I don't wear them. It's certain nights. It's not every night. I'm running around here looking like his cellmate because I feel like at the end of the day, he fell in love with how I look, whether I'm in makeup, out of makeup, whatever. But I want to let him know, keep me on your brain, nigga. Fall asleep, have
Can I
some
chime
nasty
in?
dreams about me. Look over and look at me sleeping pretty and take it. That's how I am. You know what I mean? So the energy is there. Is the same energy is there. And as far as learning and stuff, you gotta learn your man because some men like you to vomit on it. My man don't. He like that's disgusting. You should not be ending it, but some men love it. So you gotta be willing to learn your man and please them that way. And the same thing for the man. Learn the woman. She don't like rough sex all the time. She might like you to pull a little bit and tell her she pretty in her ear while you just gotta learn each other.
Go ahead, Stacks.
Oh, I ain't know everybody can hear me. What's going on? Um, what up? All right, so check it out, right? I know everybody's situation and circumstances be different, but what I've encountered is something that like I kind of live most of my majority of my life by, and that's human behavior. Human beings are creatures of habit, right? And what I've come to understand is one of the worst things that can happen to a human is comfortability because you don't feel like you got to do certain things, or you do feel like, well, I'm a mom, I gotta cook, I gotta help with the schoolwork. That ain't really got shit to do with me. And I want everybody to understand what I mean by that. When you get married, right? Being married per se is like a legal agreement that's not based for the man, right? If you kind of go through just the ins and outs of marriage, it's kind of more centered and based and built towards the woman. Well, okay. If that's the case, then isn't it your job to make me feel pleased when I want? That's the part of my arrangement. Now, I hear women say, well, it's my body, I have a right to. Well, how you get it both ways? So that's been things been that's been on my thought process per se when it comes to that, because again, everybody seems to go through a honeymoon phase, and I always hear, you know, most women, the reality is most women, they can't handle quote unquote the truth. As much as y'all say y'all want to hear it, and that's what tell me the truth, fuck that. No, you don't.
That's
No,
some
you
women.
don't.
That's some women. That's some
No,
women.
no. Right. Well, of course, I started this by saying I'm not saying everybody. I'm going by my experiences. Now, at almost 40 years old, I've dealt with enough bitches. So that, again, I only can go by my experience, though. But like Al said, even with the earlier conversation, you tell me what female you've ever encountered that said, "Yeah, my pussy ain't good." That doesn't happen. Why? Because men, even down to social media now, tell fat bitches they sexy so they can get some. So you bitches, half you bitches don't feel like y'all gotta do nothing because y'all been told that all your life. Excuse my French. That's just how I talk. Anybody that know me, I don't mean that like literally. But I'm sorry. Let me say women. I apologize. But because y'all have been hearing that and that boosted ego from your last relationship and then one prior to that and the one prior to that, you feel like it's an honor that I should be honored you're doing something to me. Because women are catty that way.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously everything kind of goes into you got to learn your partner. I definitely don't disagree with that. But I want to make one thing very, very clear. No, it's not that simple and cut when it comes to women. Nothing is. Y'all can't even decide what y'all want to eat.
That's true. That's
so,
true.
No,
I agree with that.
that's all. I just wanted to chime in.
It was one thing that you said that I don't agree with about marriage being one-sided, because both of you, men and women that stand in front of that altar, y'all both made that decision to pay the rent, to pay to get the ring, to propose, to do all of that. So when y'all stand in front of that judge and say y'all both recite the vows to love, honor, and obey. The man just don't recite it, and the woman.
What was that last one you just said? What's the last thing you just said?
Love, honor, obey.
No, just that last one. Obey.
Obey.
Yeah, most of you women got that problem.
Wait a minute.
For the same reason China Black said, though, y'all haven't had fathers in a proper male role models. No, that is the case.
Listen to what I'm saying is,
because I don't like that. I need a
all the vows.
whole
Yeah, you can switch it, but the standard vows is that. But what I'm saying is, the woman adheres to those vows.
No, she don't.
Y'all pick and choose when y'all feel like adhering to those vows. Y'all pick one line of it and want to stick to that one line. You forget to honor, to cherish the woman. If you honor and cherish your wife, you won't have to have a problem with obeying a person, because you honor and already respect and cherish that person. Obeying just comes naturally with that. But if
I'll say it this way:
honoring and obeying that woman, then yes, it's going to be a problem to submit to that person because you don't respect them already.
Well, I mean, obviously, I can't say you're wrong, and I definitely can agree with some of your points. But like I said, it almost goes to a sense of entitlement, and that's the reality. A woman wants to feel wanted. They don't assume that a male wants to feel wanted. I'll give you a great example. Right?
I agree with you on that.
Every woman says to a male that they're, talking to, baby, you can tell me anything, you can cry on my shoulder, up until you get an attitude with me. Now everybody knows. That's a woman. You know why? Because women are indecisive. That's a woman. A woman wants to feel like she's in control of something, and that's the opposite of obey. Go figure that.
But men are doing the same thing too. Men do the same thing. They the minute you're not there for them, i.e. the movie.
It should never be a point that you're not there for me.
But that's
again, as I stated,
that's the problem with the foundation. It's rare to find us women to submit. If we don't have our dads or anybody to show us our moms or anything like that, vice versa with the dads. It's niggas out here that got moms, but whatever it is, their moms will do whatever for them. They add the motherfucking jail cells and everything for him. Yeah. But something that she did, or the dad not being around, or something that she did, whether she was like, fuck your dad, I'm going to do what I need to do, I'm going to rotate these niggas, something kept that nigga from, you know what I'm saying, doing what he needs to do. It's the foundation. People don't know how to be partners. That's in general on both sides.
All right, wait. Let me get to the, I don't want to crash while I'm talking and driving.
the movie Love and Basketball. The minute she wasn't there for him for Q, he went out and cheated on her. But it neglected all the other times that he climbed in her window when his parents was arguing. All the other times that she was there for him. That one time she needed to take some time for herself and focus on herself. You gonna up and cheat? That's not fair. That's not fair to say. That's not a fair expectation
On both
for a
sides.
human being.
On both sides. On both sides.
Both sides.
I cheated because I didn't feel supported.
Right, on both sides. On both sides.
Philly Chica.
Hmm.
This is coming from a dude like, all right, I'll put it like this. You know how you got alpha males and you got beta males?
Mm-hmm.
I'm somebody that most people would consider a beta male. I'm not aggressive. I'm a Leo. I'm not aggressive.
I'm with the shit.
We see. I love it though. I love it.
I'm not aggressive. I'm calm. I'm mild mannered and all that. So people be like, "Oh, he's a beta male," just because I don't smack people and run around cussing everybody out, right? Mm-hmm. I've treated my last 4 relationships. I've treated all of them like queens, like literally. Like, I'm not gonna tell you what you can't do. I'm gonna support what you want to do. You know, it's all about you. Like putting them on a pedestal, right? Mm-hmm. I've never got any of them to submit to me at any point, right?
And 9 out of 10 of them won't. That's what the issue is.
So no. I also know dudes that's opposite than me, right?
Marriage for women is about, not all women, but marriage for women is a literal thing. It's a contract. It's they come up to change from your position. And because of the rule, it's not taken and looked upon seriously. Now, you said something about the Love and Basketball thing, and I agree with you only to one extent. If you were together, that is your contractual duty. So if you wasn't there that one time, I'm not saying that that'd make me go cheat, but you bought that. That's your duty. If I turn around and don't do my duty, part of my contract, whatever you choose to do, not that I may agree or not, but that was because I didn't do my job. When most women cheat on their men or most men cheat on their women, you normally hear them say, well, you wasn't doing what you was, go figure that. That's not no game.
Right. Now with the
but I love y'all and all that stuff, man. I'm out of here. I got to go back to driving so I don't die.
It was nice meeting you.
Be safe, bro.
With the beta male thing, I got your answer to that. Because let me tell you, I have 2 brothers. One of my brothers, both of them are 6 foot. One of my brothers looked like the meanest teddy bear in the world, but he is so sweet, respectful. My other brother, Slender, he's more mild. He's like you. He watches the room. He's very appreciative of women. You know what I mean? Both raised by a single mom. But what his problem was, he wasn't pairing himself up with somebody equal to him. See what I'm saying? If you're putting in all that work for that woman and they never submit to you, that's because she looks at you as a trick.
Yeah,
that's a woman that's not there. She's not there for that reason. You're there to try to uplift and things. You're on a different page. That woman's there for a come up. She see you as a pushover type female. But my sister, I have one sister. My mom had 2 girls, 2 boys. One sister. My sister, chemist, beautiful, smart, all that. No kids, none of that. She attracts men that want to be thugs and all that stuff like that. She's like, no, because I know my worth. She wants a man that's in the same field as her. So that way, when we do have these issues, we can support each other because the foundation is there.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So if you come across these women that look like your ex, run. Because you want to keep repeating the cycle with just a different woman.
But that's the problem too. That's the problem too. We don't, as people, we don't follow the signs. We choose to fucking turn our head and be like, yeah, I know you see the signs of a bum nigga.
We ignore all the red flags.
You try to. The problem is we come in and trying to change people. That's the problem. You can't be like, oh yeah, in a few years, or I'm a modem. That's why you have the older guys trying to get a younger girl.
Yeah, like
because they know the older bitches ain't trying to hear that. They got their shit together. That bitch is intimidating. Let me go get me a young tenderoni, young tender, and hold her ass. Teach her how to suck me off, because motherfuckers did it to me. I know it. I watched my brother do it to other females, and then motherfuckers preyed on me and did the same shit.
Yeah.
And now for me, it's very, very hard because I used to be able to pick them. And now I'll be like, I don't have time to butter these little bitches up.
There you go.
I ain't got time to keep texting this little girl, hey, beautiful. That's some nigga shit. I know what I gotta do to butter her ass up. I don't feel like it. I want me a bitch that's gonna help with the kids. Me and her helping with the kids. Okay. When I don't feel like it, girl, first of all, let's get into this. I know this is tying in together. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this, but my husband has a stem, not even a problem, okay? But I'll be like, bitch, I need help. Okay, I got homework to do. How you go an hour 7 o'clock in the morning, nigga? I had to pee a half hour ago.
I'll be getting told to cut it short too.
Hey, that's a good thing though. But
that's a great thing.
Yeah, my mom.
Let me tell you something. All the homework and shit that I be having to do. But again, there's times where he'd be like, stop working. I have the options. I never had that before.
Right.
I had to do everything before. So again, I understand when you see the power in your man, like Letty said, I look at you like God. God is in you. God is in us. Go, you better go here, Atticus. I'm sorry, y'all. That was a side note for me and Philly Chica. But that's real. That shit is within us.
Not every female though. You willing to not be stubborn for the better of the situation. You see what I'm saying? Like y'all some different type of females, honestly. Like it's some females that you can give them the world and they gonna be like, all right, where the moon and the stars at?
Yeah, but that came from their dad. Like, even when I think about my niece, like I'm sorry to just like throw people out there, but you just have to use it as an example. We have to have these conversations. My brother, all he knows is trying to build or try to give them what we didn't have. We was broke as shit. My mom was stealing our clothes from the corner stores. Who the fuck is wearing corner store clothes? Dollar store, Dollar General clothes. You feel me? So he was always trying to give them more, but on like birthdays and shit, he give her one gift, a helmet. She like, where the rest of it? So he set the bar so high, but even still, that's materials. She still gotta know what it's like, because you could knock a bitch in her head and then buy her a gift. That ain't love. It's the foundation. So sometimes you might see your parents go through it and see, okay, every time he beat mama up, he bought her gifts. So you think that that's how that's supposed to go. And also, y'all men, y'all supposed to take it. How? It's the foundation. That's why even with Zion, I'll be like, stop crying over shit, but don't feel bad. You feel what I'm saying? I know you love your grandma. If she give you that tingling feeling when you gotta leave her and she make you cry, I remember that. But nigga, put your motherfucking seatbelt on.
Yeah, you know, be in the moment.
I know you want some light skin shit.
Also, remember this. My aunt, she told me this. Like I told you, women in my family always told me that you are okay. When you get in a relationship, you are a compliment too. That person's supposed to compliment already what you got going on. If you find yourself giving more than you supposed to, that's not a relationship. You're gonna always regret that person. You're gonna always say, I gave you this and you're not giving me this. Because that's what they're able to give you in that moment. That person may want to give you the moon and stars, but they can't give it to you because they don't have it to give to you. See what I'm saying?
But we gotta be able to appreciate each other when we can't give you the moon and stars. Like you have to realize sometimes we ain't got fucking food stamps. The fuck you want me to do?
Right.
We cannot order pizza, nigga. Little Caesars tonight. But it's building that foundation. That's why I keep bringing it back to even those conversations, because It really do be about that. Sometimes we don't know, and sometimes we don't even know how to have the conversations to be able to say, I'm feeling like you're not doing enough. And when he says this, you're not doing this more, we can't take it as, well, fuck you.
Yeah.
Let the next bitch do it. And then if he go grab another chick, then you crying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You told me to go.
People can only give you what they have. Period. You can't get blood out of a turnip. So you cannot sit here and be a houthi and trying to get you a Lexus. You know you need to be a Lexus trying to get a Lexus, and y'all can grow together to get that Benz. You see what I mean? That's the people always jumping in relationships that's above them, and then get mad when it don't work out.
Or beneath them, or just
Or
keep like
beneath them.
earlier, keep making the same mistakes and just like, oh, the niggas ain't shit. How about your pussy ain't shit, or your personality ain't shit?
Right. Or you're
blaming everybody else, and you got fucking 6 kids and 5 different baby dads. That shit, bitch, fuck out of here.
Yo, you know what's funny? It was like one time, like I got a daughter she just turned 8 the other day, and she a daddy's girl for real, but her baby mom, my baby mom, her mom, she be talking shit about me or whatever, or like on social media or to people that she don't know that I know. And that's how I found out what she be saying about me. And it'd be like, we was together for like 8 years. And then I seen a post on social media that said, bitch, if you stayed with a nigga for 8 years and you keep saying he ain't shit, somebody lying.
Period.
You know what I mean? And I was cracking the fuck up.
Either he ain't shit, you ain't shit, or y'all ain't shit together.
Y'all exactly. That's what killed me. It was supposed, like you said, a girl. They was like every other week you got a new king. What you playing checkers? You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah.
Damn, what you playing chess? Oh wow, you got a new king. What you playing checkers? For real, for real.
That's corny, and I get that part. But see, that's because you set yourself up for that own failure. I'm not gonna sit here and get myself a whole geneticist and he working psychomedicine. I don't know nothing about it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna set
what that mean? Say that word again.
What that mean? What you a genetic or what? You do the what? Oh yeah, that's nice. But then when he take me around his office parties and they're having these conversations, I'm sitting there looking like blurt dirt. You set yourself up for that. You know what I mean? So like. Yeah. That's why I hate that Usher song. You remind me of the girl I used to know. Guess what? You picked that girl.
I didn't like that song that beat. You remind me of a girl. That's why the nigga got herpes now.
Right. I don't know her.
Same bitches. And same thing with R. Kelly. Same girl. Why? Is she 14? Oh, right. Shit. Oh, shit, Usher.
You crazy as shit, man.
Yes. Yes, but good show, girl. This was a banging topic.
Yo, this is 2 hours, bro.
Yo, real rap though. I've been thought you was gonna wrap it up, child, like 40 minutes ago.
Yo, this topic was everything. And listen, I done got in trouble and everything.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
You be all right.
I done got in trouble and everything, but these topics need to be discussed.
Blame it on the tweet.
We learning more, you know what I'm saying? And I've always been one of those people where my honesty always got me in trouble. But I am just an open person. Like if anybody tell you anything, I'm gonna confirm it or not.
There you go.
Hell no, I ain't fuck with that. Now I fuck with her ugly ass.
That was a bad day. That was a bad night.
You was there? I might have, nigga. I don't know.
Yeah, you allow one bad day. Listen, out of the week you had one funky day,
but even back to what I was saying, it comes from my foundation. My mom was, even though the way that she loved was different, it's not the way that I love my kids. The honesty, the brutal honesty that my mom gave me makes me the beautiful person that I am today.
And that's not a bad thing.
You know what I'm saying?
And the one thing you should be proud of that I say all the time, if you could call me a lot of things, but you can't call me a liar.
Pretty much.
And if I lied, I'll tell you I lied. Then I fucking lied. I told you I was gonna go live, bitch. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
bitch, I was high. I fucking forgot.
Look, I'm
Yep.
that friend that you listen. You wouldn't ask me if you didn't. If you know how I operate, you know my mouth. You know I'm gonna give it to you raw. So if you're gonna ask me, expect what I'm gonna give it to you. I'm that friend that girl. No, that's two sides are too small. You know,
Mm-hmm.
look, Tokyo, they can do that. You can't do that. Your name is Lizette, not Lizzo. She get paid to do that. You can't put that on, sis. I'm going to keep it real with you because I don't want nobody else saying, well, why did you let her go out like that? Because I
When
wouldn't
you
Right.
want you to let me go out looking crazy. If my
when you
place
keep
comes back, let me know.
people think when you keep it real with them and make you a hater. That's
No,
where we got to.
no, it's
Ye-
not. It's meaning you a real friend. That's for me. You a real friend with me. You can tell me if you can kiss my butt when I'm doing good. You can also tell me when I'm messing up. That's a
That
friend for me.
part. Same thing with relationships. Like we gotta start having the conversations. It's very hard to, have the uncomfortable conversations because you don't want to, tell your person, all right, you ain't doing this right, da da da. You're scared of what their
Mhm.
response is going to be, but we have to have the conversations. There's too many people that are in these miserable ass relationships for years because we settling because okay, if I leave a bitch, it's gonna cost me more. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like we gotta work on it. We gotta be honest with ourselves first, honest with each other. If we can't look ourselves in the mirror right now, say that shit. Get that shit out.
there you
Right.
go.
But we gotta
And
have the conversations in order to grow.
And if you got
Right.
kids, I agree with that because they're showing you're showing them how you can stand up no matter right, wrong, or different. And then on top of it, if something bad happens to them, they will speak out. They will be honest enough to speak out and tell who did it. But if you're teaching your kid, whatever going on in my house, stay in my house, shut up, be quiet, to push all that down, when something does happen to them, what you think they're going to do? They're going to push it all down.
Yeah,
So you gotta teach your kids it's okay to say I was wrong. It's
yeah,
okay to say these things. There's nothing
yeah,
wrong with that.
yeah,
That's why a bunch of us walking around depressed now because we saw
Right.
our parents depressed all the time or dealing with just internalizing bad things, and now you think it's normal to keep all this stuff inside until you explode.
Yeah.
It's not normal. Like young black, and I say young, I mean like 45 and younger. we
Mm-hmm.
we need so much therapy as far as certain things like that, and that's why I'm glad you had this topic, China, like, and we got all this stuff out because these are the conversations that's important. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
for real, like.
Yeah.
yo,
It's
and that's so real because we don't want to talk about it. We don't want, like you said, we sweep all this shit under the rug. We always talk about
Mhm.
it on this channel. We sweep it under the rug and don't even just look at it as common sense. Bitch,
not
if you sweep that shit in your crib in a corner, eventually that dirt and shit is gonna keep flying the fuck around. Getting
period.
niggas sick and shit, niggas fucking
Period.
sneezing, coughing
Causing
and shit.
COVID.
You know what I'm saying? And I get it, it's your family business. Again, you see how I just got in trouble and shit. I'm gonna get cussed the fuck out when I get off here. But again,
Uh-uh.
for me, like it's healing. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know
Yeah.
about even your brother being like,
Yeah.
what? You know what I'm saying? Again, back
Yeah.
then you couldn't talk about that type of things. It wasn't like I was going around telling this person who it really was. I respected who this person was and I
Right.
accepted this person for who they were. Family members was cool, still, you know what I'm saying, cool to this day. No, I won't, you know what I'm saying, put
Right.
my situation around it, but it was certain things that I even had to understand. Even learning about the men that was preying on me, I had to
Mm-hmm.
understand that just because I was already messing with older men, that doesn't make that shit right. Understand that
Right.
this person was still preying on you because they were older than you. They were trying to mold you. That's why they were sneaking you around. And then you can't just sit there and say, "Oh, it'll be fine." So what about your daughters? Same
Yeah.
thing we were talking about the Sukiyana journal here. And remember,
Mm-hmm.
somebody in the comments was like, "Well, how would you feel if that was your daughter?" And I'm like, and I would cuss her ass out if she was doing it on the internet. Do that if she doing it with her
Mm-hmm.
husband. Do that shit behind the scenes. But it's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
And,
what
and,
I'm
and
saying?
again, you were also educating. Listen, you probably made a difference in my brother because you never know he might come across something like that, and he'll now know what to expect or how to handle it. You know what I mean? It's not knowing. You can't be afraid to talk about certain things because of the backlash of it. You gotta get it out because somebody didn't tell you, just like having a baby. All this, oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's so nice. You
She's
just
so
gonna
cute.
sit there, the baby's gonna fall right out. Bull crap, you sweaty, you stink, you push. That's a lie. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's a lie. You forget all that pain after you had your kid, yes. But pregnancy is not fun. You know what I mean? So you gotta have somebody there to tell you the real. So you can make your own decisions and discussions about it. You know, and that's just that. And even that movie, The Cuties on Netflix, I heard
Oh
so many
Lord.
people talking about it. I heard
Yeah,
so
yeah.
many people.
My husband was the one that showed me. I was like, I mean, it's Netflix, and now I
I,
feel like, damn, we should have boycotted them niggas with Monique.
but
Damn.
but China, I actually watched it. I watched it. I got three girls. I got two girls and one boy. I watched it, and the the premise of the movie is not what's put out there. It actually showed this little girl being in a culture where your body has to be covered up. It was almost shameful. You see what I'm saying? She comes to America and finds this Spanish girl who is salsa in and is more free with her body. They're the same age. So instead of her mother, she went to her mother to try to get the answers from her mom. But her mom, like you saying, being culturally raised, gave her the same information. No, it's wrong. No, it's wrong to show cleavage. Yes, it's wrong. So therefore, her friends is like, no, look, I can show my belly. I can show this. That whole scene with them patting on the butt was not a sexual thing. She was showing her how to move her hips as a Spanish person. She said, you move it like this. So the little girl was getting the wrong guidance from her friends. That's the premise of the movie. This
And
little
her
girl,
mom should have sat down and told her
there you
why
go.
it was wrong,
There
or
you go.
when the appropriate age when she should start showing her
Exactly.
body, or
Exactly.
what it means, or why people are saying that you're too young. And that's the
Exactly.
problem. We're not having the conversations. We're just saying it's
Exactly.
you don't question God, or you do it because I said so. We're not having a
Exactly.
conversation.
So
So
therefore,
damn,
she found out the hard way. She
fuck.
found out the hard way because she was dressing wrong. She was dressing as her friends, and this older man came on to her. She didn't like that feeling. She didn't know how to handle it. Then when they went to go perform these twerking moves and stuff for this dance contest, the crowd booed them. That whole dance segment, the adults in the crowd booed them. The little girl started crying because she didn't know how wrong what she was doing. Ran home to her mom and finally told her mom everything. And then her mom had the conversation with her as to why you was moving at a fast rate, why you need to be a 13-year-old little girl. And then she went back to being a 13-year-old little girl. But there's one part that I'm not going to keep it too much longer. There's one part in this where they're dancing. It's after that little dance segment, which should teach you how to do the hips. One of the other little girls that was about 8 in the group picked up a used condom and started blowing it up as a balloon. And they were like, ew, put that down, put that down. She was like, what is it? It's just a balloon. She was like, that's a condom. The little girl started crying and saying, what is that? Am I going to die? Am I going to catch AIDS? They went home and Googled it. And that's how they came across the wrong images. Instead of having that conversation with the parents, instead of that little girl already knowing what that was at that age,
They use the internet.
there you go. So the movie Cuties is not what everybody says it was about. It took for me to watch it to say, oh my gosh, I was wrong. You
And
know,
I'm very, very proud of you because I wanted to watch it and I can't even stop watching Lovecraft, right? But
me
I
neither.
wanted to watch it, and I'm glad you said that because I saw a lot of articles and the directors were defending that. They were
Mhm.
defending it, and I have screenshots of it. But I get it. Oh wow, I get exactly what you're saying. I'm
Yes,
going to look it up, and we should have that conversation
sounds good.
on a bigger scale because I'm gonna watch it
Mhm.
now and then we could discuss it more. But that does tie into what we were saying. We have to have these conversations because they won't know. Again, she could have caught something from that.
Exactly. Is they poured Lysol in the little girl's mouth. They started putting Lysol in her mouth, and she's like, "I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die." And they was like, "Well, let's look on Google." And then of course Google gave them the wrong imagery on how to apply one. So therefore, these little girls like, "Ew," they're learning instead of having a conversation with the appropriate people. So this is what happens when you shut your kids off. When you put those strict restrictions on your kids, they will search it. They'll seek those answers in the wrong direction. So that's kind of how that movie, how it was. But I was like, oh my gosh, I really had to watch it. And I was like, you know what? I would actually watch this with my daughter just to show her, listen, boo, this is what happened to her. You get what I'm saying? That's how deep, how strong I feel about it. But I had to watch it first to see what it was about.
Philly Chica.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
fucks with you. I fucks with you so heavy.
Same here. You know I love you, boo. I'll be here. I'll be here.
I promise my schedule is ridiculous. People be cussing me out in my messages. Well, sending me messages and stuff. It's so much that I'm trying to do. This is the only thing that I really been trying to stay consistent on. I fucks with you, and we have to do a pre-recorded and start putting stuff out. And I'll help you build your channel and everything else, give you tips and everything that I'm learning. Because again, with my homework, I'm learning how to market as far as social media. That's my degree. That's what I'm going for. Social media marketing. And that's one of my classes right now. So right now I'm doing Instagram and Pinterest. So again, all the stuff is changing. Listen, I promise I'm gonna hit you up as soon as I can get my time management skills together.
I understand, Mama. I'm here. You got my numbers. You got all of it.
You got the wine. You got the Capri Sun. You got that Sunny D.
I got the snacks, girl. But because it's all about having conversations. If you don't sit and have a conversation with nobody, you won't learn.
Yeah, man. This was awesome. I did not expect to go this long. We had 220. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, Philly Chica. We gotta go watch Tasha K right now because she just Jaguar join.
All right, CB man.
All right, you already know. All right, talk to you later, man. We did it tonight. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to break that up or not, but I got to get off of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's your girl, China Black. They like to call me CB, man. Hopefully the audio wasn't too bad going in and out. Hopefully everybody sound good. We going to end with the outro. You already know. CHYNABLA double K.